Ice Rice back. Sorry, I reached my time limit on my last video. I guess I was rambling a lot more than I thought I was. So back to Paul Felder versus Al Quinta. I'm going with Paul Felder. Like I said, I think his move to the Duke Rufus camp out there was good for him. I think it sharpened all of his tools, and now he's a well-oiled ass-kicking machine, and it's going to be fun to watch. That's definitely going to be a fun fight. So I'm pretty excited about that. But going Paul Felder. Michael Chiesa versus Anthony Pettis. This is a hard fight to call because I'm not sure which Anthony Pettis is going to show up. I think Anthony Pettis has all the tools and ability to beat Michael Chiesa, but Michael Chiesa doesn't go away very easily. And I think Michael Chiesa is kind of at that point right now where, you know, he's surging forward. His only hiccup as of recent was against Kevin Lee, and before that he was on a 3-fight win streak. So I mean, he's definitely a surging contender. I wouldn't put him in the top 5, but definitely in the top 10 of the lightweight division, and no slouch. But I really hope for Anthony Pettis' sake that the flash kick, the Showtime kick, the money shot, Anthony Pettis actually shows up the money shot. That sounded a little weird. I hope he actually shows up being the Anthony Pettis of old, the flashy, awesome, street fighter character that we know he can be. But I gotta go Michael Chiesa because, like I said, I don't know which Anthony Pettis is going to show up. Is it going to be the Showtime Anthony Pettis, or is it just going to be like Anthony Pettis? He's got a good name, but he's not been living up to it, type deal. Next fight, Renato Moicano versus Calvin Kattar. I think Calvin Kattar, I'm a believer in this guy, man. It was fun to watch him fight that last fight against, who was it? Shane Burgos. That was a great fight. That knockout was pretty incredible. And it was in the 3rd round too. He never gave up, and he's super fast, man. The guy's got talent. Going Calvin Kattar for that fight. Rose Namajunas versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I hope Joanna comes back and beats Rose. I like Rose. She's young. She's got a very bright future ahead of her. She's a great fighter. I don't think it was a fluke in any way, shape, or form. But with that said, I think Joanna was a great champion. I think she has all the makings to be a champion again, and I think she'll pull it out. I think she pulled her head out of her butt and got that chip off her shoulder, and hopefully, she comes in and shows why she's one of the most feared strikers and feared women in all of the UFC. But Rose, Thug Rose, she's a beast, not to be looked past or overlooked in any way, shape, or form. I just don't think she's really. I'm trying to see who she beaten. Michelle Watterson, Tisha Torres, Paige Van Zant, Angela Hill. So Angela Hill, she just got her first win in the UFC in a long time. Paige Van Zant's kind of been topsy-turvy, and she just left Team Alpha Male. Tisha Torres, the Tiny Tornado, she's a handful for anyone. Always fun to watch her fight. And then Michelle Watterson, the Karate Hottie. She's beat some really good people, but I don't know. I think Joanna's going to come back, and I think Joanna's going to take it. Either way, I think it's going to be a great fight, and I'm not going to be upset in any way, shape, or form about it. Tony Ferguson versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. Did I say that right? Nurmagomedov. There we go. This is going to be a crazy fight. I want Tony to win. I know that sounds crazy just because of how devastating Khabib can be, and you know how he's just absolutely destroyed and mauled everybody that he's fought. And being 25-0, I mean, there's not many fighters out there that are that accomplished and haven't even fought for a belt yet. That's kind of crazy. He's 9-fight win streak in the UFC, 25 win streak overall, and he's never fought for a UFC belt. Crazy. I just hope the fight actually happens. But I want to go Tony Ferguson. I think Tony Ferguson has more ways to win this fight. And, you know, he's a 10th planet Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Eddie Bravo. So even if he is taken down, he's really good off his back. I think he can toss out a slick submission, but it's not easy to take him down. And if you are going to get in on him, he's going to lump you up. He's going to definitely hit you with some hands and knees and kicks. And either way, it's going to be a fun fight. But I'm going to go Tony Ferguson on this. So we got Tony Ferguson winning the belt. Joanna winning her belt back. Calvin Kattar beating Renato Moicano. Michael Chiesa beating Anthony Pettis. Paul Felder beating Al Iaquinta. Felice Herrig beating Carolina. Brandon Moreno beating Ray Borg. Chris Grutzmacher beating Joe Lozon. Evan Dunham beating Olivier Auburn Mercier. Alex Caceres beating Artem Lobov. Beck Rawlings beating Ashley Evans Smith. Devin Clark beating Michael Rodriguez. And Zabit beating Kyle Bochniak. Those are my opinions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making the video. I enjoyed rambling about my absolute, like, it's like a true mixed martial arts fan's like stack card for me. I think everybody in here is pretty much in the top 10, if not top 5 in their division, pretty much throughout the whole card. So I'm pretty stoked about this. It's gonna be a fun card. Yeah, I can't wait. We only got a month, not even a month. What was it? April 7th. Is that what it was? Yeah, April 7th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. So, with that said, it has been a pleasure. Thanks for your time. And as always, if you have any suggestions or you want to talk about something other than the UFC card, just comment, shoot me a message, hit me up on Facebook. Just look up Tommaso. You will see a picture of me and my lady. And yeah, as always, it's been a pleasure speaking to you guys. Thanks for checking me out. And this Ice Rice out. Have a good one.